Hi everyone, welcome back to my Guild Wars 2 Living World Season 4 playthrough. I am recording on Thursday night, November the 30th, 2017. I have completed NaNoWriMo, and I am free to play a game now. So we are going to continue with Episode 1, entitled Daybreak. And we are going to work tonight on what we will call Chapter 2, Under the Stars, which has us traveling to Istan. Now, last time, we had a very large, long, epic fight with a whole bunch of branded in a brand storm. There wasn't really a whole lot of story, but let me just recap here. The brandstorm concealed a branded wyvern. Kralkatorrik was clearly experimenting with new powers acquired after the deaths of Balthazar and the other two elder dragons. And those would be Mordramoth and Zaitan, I believe. We also found our search for Aurine rendered unexpectedly moot, as she was already in Amnoon protecting its citizens. She appeared to be substantially larger and more powerful than when we last saw her just days ago at the Kodash Bazaar, and her temperament seemed erratic. My concern about the effect of Aurine's proximity to Balthazar at his death has only increased after this encounter. I'm glad I read that, because that concern did not come across at all in any of the voiceovers. So we learned something by reading that little summary there. She gave us a vision as well, which was, I thought, was actually the most visually striking part of the first chapter. That cutscene with the vision was a really good cutscene. I didn't understand anything that was in that vision, but it was visually striking. It was interesting to me that everyone saw that vision too, and not just me, because I thought that our character had a special bond with Aurine. But apparently not anymore. In any case, we are here, standing in front of Dockmaster Jonik, and we are getting ready to continue with the story.
On your way, Outlander. Only ship's crew allowed on my docks.
I need passage to Istan.
Everybody needs something. Hold on. I know that face. Palawa Joko's put a price on your head, friend.
That's so. Last I saw Joko, he wasn't in a position to make threats.
Either way, I don't take his coin. This rig's headed for Istan. I can stow you aboard if you'd like. Ain't exactly the royal stateroom, but it'll get you there. If you can keep your high-priced head out of sight.
Can do. Is this... Now, okay, so seriously, you should really put your dock in a place where it doesn't get... I mean, now my shoes are all wet after I've walked here. That's just terrible service. We are off. Hey, is that Aurine following us? The domain of Istan. I am just going to guess that this is a new map. I did not know there was going to be a new map, but I'm guessing this based on my experience with Living World Season 3, where every episode gave us a new map. Find the Astrolarium is our instructions. This does indeed look like a new map.
Corsairs are smelling gold again.
And awakened are smelling blood. Great.
New bounties. Okay, where are we in the wide world of whatever this was? You know, I was going to say Tyria, but I don't think this entire map represents Tyria. I think Tyria is actually just this area up here, and there's like this area down here I think is called Elona. And now we are even farther down south on the map, in the domain of Istan. All right. Let's see. What do we have to do here? find the Astrolarium. That's what we have to do. So this is probably going to mean we have to explore this map a little bit.
Wicked ley-enhanced creatures are roaming the desert. What are you gonna do about it?
Not a single thing, disguised Order of Shadows agent. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. So she's an Order of Shadows agent in disguise, but her title is Disguised Order of Shadows agent. Okay, that's... I feel like the disguise needs to be a little better. Alright, let's just run off in a direction. There's Loyalist Dervish and a veteran Mordant Crescent Intimidator over there. The Plains of Jarin discovered. You know, I really don't have any idea what direction to go. I don't see any green stars on my map here. I see a gold star. Kind of. Volatile magic collector. Okay. Brandstone Impact Site Level 2 is over here. I don't know what that is. I don't know what to do. I guess I'm just going to keep running along this path until something interesting happens. So I took a whole day off from playing Guild Wars 2 because that first, you know, I just realized I should probably be riding a mount here. It might make this go a little faster. The first chapter of this Daybreak episode left me so traumatized that I had to take a day off.
This can't be the Astrolarium.
Why not? It looks like an Astrolarium, doesn't it? Whoa! Ah, no. It's a Mordant Crescent Great Hall, and people are shooting at me when I go near it. There's a big airship over there. Maybe that's the Astrolarium. I guess we have to figure out where the Astrolarium is. It's not going to tell us. It's not going to make it easy for us, I guess. Alright, let's get back on the road here. As much as I'm enjoying just kind of wandering around here, I'm sure it's very boring to watch. Ah! Well, I guess we can jump off the edge. I have a feeling that would be like Palawa Joka's territory beyond that wall. That looks like a Palawa Joka sort of a wall. I don't really know much about him, except what I saw from Path of Fire. But he didn't really seem like a fine, upstanding individual. He seems like the kind of person that would build a wall out of skulls and bones and horns and stuff like that. He just seems like the skull and bones wall kind of a person. That was funny. I thought that was funny. This wall goes pretty much the whole way. The Astrolarium discovered! I did it! Where am I? Oh, it's up here in the corner. Okay. I just went the wrong way. Okay, it's probably not a good idea to just stand still in the middle of nowhere when people are attacking me. I also just realized I need to repair my armor. Leave me alone, you people. Stupid plants. I am trying to do something here. Alright, I guess
This
I'll...
must be the Astrolarium.
Oh, now I get a green star.
Now to find the head archivist.
Well, that's going to be easy now, because now I have a green star to follow. Wow, this is a neat looking place. This is a cool looking place right here. Screenshot's not going to do this justice. Oh, there's a statue in the distance back there, too. That's cool. Move it, Griffin. Your character, like, always does these idle animations, and it always messes up your screenshots. Like, my character's like constantly brushing hair out of his eyes, but he's bald, so he doesn't have any hair. So what is the point of that animation?
We just got word that new weapons have been dropped off at our cache locations. If you could assist us, we'd appreciate it.
Maybe later. Right now I'm looking for your repair anvil. Okay. Typical fantasy impractical architecture. It looks cool, but who would ever build something like this? Hey, I unlocked the waypoint. Okay, where is the repair thing? I'm trying to find it on the map. Aha! Repair anvil. Repair armor. Thank you. There's the waypoint. And let's just run up here and get the vista while we're standing here. I am just going to use my bunny. And I overshot it. And I way overshot it that time. Oh my god, I just fell like a mile. Whoops. I was being all smug that I was going to be able to get to it easier than the guy on the griffin. Not. There we go. Vista. Oh wow, cool. My Vista screenshots have a pink griffin in them. So I guess this is where people would be observing the stars, huh? From this little, from the telescope there. Okay, let's see if we can find whoever we're trying to find. Do we go up or down? I think down. Still farther down. How far down do we have to go to find this guy? No, wait, I think it's on this level. No, it's down. It's farther down. Hello, Scholar. Scholar has nothing. Hey, here he is, Archivist Rada. Hello, I'm here finally. Speak.
Welcome to the Astrolarium, the supreme repository of knowledge in Istan. What is it you seek? Wait, you're the Tyrian hero, the God Killer, the Dragon Slayer, Canuck's crony.
You know Canuck?
Shh! There's a bounty on your head. Are you trying to get turned in?
over there?
Praise be to beneficent Joko, who patronizes our intellectual pursuits.
I need to find the Sunspear base.
Lower your voice. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't believe you. Why so nervous?
There are those here who, from fear or greed, rewrite our histories to glorify King Joko, whereas others risk their lives to preserve the truth.
I admire your courage. I want to help, but I need to get in touch with the Sunspears.
To protect our most sacred tomes, Archivist Salwa has locked them in the restricted archive. That's also where you'll find the secret entrance to the Sunspear's base. But you can't just waltz in. Salwa is militant. She won't admit anyone until she's convinced they oppose Joko.
So I'll convince her. I'm no fan of Joko, and I don't think he's too thrilled with me either.
Words alone will never sway her. Joko's minions have been here for weeks revising the histories to lionize that fiend. If you can put a stop to it, I suspect Salwa will be more than happy to let you in.
So, I guess we need to complete this heart, then. So while she was talking, I was trying to remember why it was that we need to contact the Sunspears. I think we are trying to gather allies in the region. And Agent Quito, I think, told us that the Sunspears might be a likely ally. I'm not sure why we need allies exactly, but I think we cannot just go run around and find Kralkatorrik and, like, kill him, because we need to wait for Timey to figure out how to, apparently killing the Elder Dragons is a bad idea because it also kills Tyria at the same time somehow. So we need to figure out how to deal with Kralkatorrik without actually killing him, but we don't know how to do that yet, so we're waiting for Timey to come up with a way to deal with that. And I guess, I mean, I actually can't really come up with a good explanation for why we're looking for the Sunspears to become our allies, but I'm sure there is a good reason for it. Alright, now let me try to figure out what the heck I'm supposed to be doing here. Earn Archivist Savannah's trust. So we just need to deal with this heart. What do we have to do? Realign and repair telescopes and mirrors, record star readings, clean obelisk engravings, and reshelve lost books. Where? Oh, okay, so the heart is like way over there. Let's try to get closer to the heart itself. I have a feeling these are all going to be really long episodes. Okay, can I do anything with you guys? This doesn't concern you. Let him be.
Mind your own business.
Nah, I'm gonna attack you. I shall attack you, Orthodox Scholar.
I've had enough of this.
Yay! I did it. Okay, so find Orthodox Scholars and beat them up. Visiting Scholar. Nope, I can't do anything with you guys. I might edit this down a little bit because this is going to be boring. I'm kind of bored and I'm doing it.
It's ruined! All my hard work. Years of observational notes.
Oh, this is just horrible. All of my work is ruined. What happened? A strong wind came along and my research papers were blown into the water. It may not be too late to salvage them. You're kind for saying so, but I'm not sure anything could dry them out at this point. It's worth a try. Huh, okay, I guess that was weird. Oh, okay, I will pick them up and bring them over to you. Oh, dry off. I have a key to dry them off. You have to be near a brazier. Is this a brazier? Is this part of the heart? Ah, I dried it off. Here you go. You dried my research papers for me. How can I ever repay you? I'm happy to help. Yay. Biography of Ogden Stonehealer. So I'm supposed to file these books somewhere, I think. And fix the misaligned telescopes, too. You've made no observation to record in this star record. Huh. I have no idea where to put these books. I haven't seen anything that looks like a library. Oh, there's an Orthodox scholar. Ugh. Can't fight him. Where am I supposed to put the books? Do any of you know what to do with books? What do I do with them? I probably have to like walk all the way up to the very top of this place. Or something silly like that. There's an event. The event will probably make things go much quicker. Hey, they're bookshelves.
We have to get their propaganda out of the historical records.
Do you have a death wish? They'll burn.
Why didn't you just pass along whatever they said without question? How many young minds have been poisoned with
Oh my god, do I have to file it in like the correct place? Are you kidding me? Notable heroes. Ah, Ogden Stonehealer goes under notable heroes. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, I'm not doing any more of those. That's way too much work. Rotate the telescopic mirror. Did I fix it? Did I get points for that? Okay. I'm getting points for doing this, so I'm going to keep doing this. Again, I have to say, even though I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm enjoying this episode much more than the first episode. Even though I don't have the faintest idea what I'm doing or why I'm doing it, this is much more fun. I wonder if I can just keep going in a circle and doing this forever. That sure would make it easy. It does seem like they keep getting out of alignment. Oh no, okay. I guess that was the last one I can do. There should now be a huge, bright beam of light going up here. Wow, that's cool. Now what do I do? Anything happening down here that I need to worry about? Hey, I want to fight the Orthodox scholar. Alright, here's a book. What is this book called again? I did not see the title of this book, and I apparently can't look at the title of the book after I've picked it up. So I just kind of have to randomly, Oh, okay. I put it under history. I guess that worked. I don't see any more books. What just happened? I guess that was somebody else making that sound. It sounded like one of the mirrors blew up. Alright, so what is the deal with these telescopes? Can you tell me anything about the telescopes? Nope, I guess not. Rotate. Oh, okay. Peer. The telescope is positioned properly to make an observation. Look through the telescope. In the skies above, you see the star named Fang in the Dragon's Maw constellation located at roughly 1H plus 27 degrees. Fang, Dragon's Maw, 1H plus 27 degrees. Got it. What the heck? Oh, right in the star record. Okay, Fang, Dragon's Maw, 1H plus 27 degrees. Yay! Can I do another one? Nope, I guess that's all I can do. What is this? You and Your Springer. That looks like a book for shelving. I'd rather do another telescope thing, to be honest. Alright, I'll pick up a book. Read a book. Whoa. Is that a storm approaching? What was that sound? I don't think I'm on the right level for shelving books. Here we go. I've already forgotten the name of the book that I picked up. Zoology? I guess it was zoology. It worked. Alright, almost there. 43 minutes later, I'm almost done with the heart. There's another telescope. Probably the same one I just used, isn't it? Nope, it's different. Hey, I finished the heart! Speak with archivist what's-her-name again. I'm not going to take the reading since I don't need to now. All who oppose... An encrypted message. All who oppose our kingdom's all who oppose our kingdom's repression of historical and scientific truth are grateful for your support and our efforts. Your friend in the Astrolarium. I think that should be your support and your efforts? I don't know. Seems a bit vain to say your support and our efforts. But what do I know? Alright, let's get back on our bunny. she is. Archivist Rada.
Impressive. I think you've done more than enough to prove you're truly anti-Joko. You shouldn't have any problem getting Salwa to let you into the restricted archive. Tell her I've sent you to retrieve a book called Nightfall. The book will reveal the entrance to the Sunspear base.
Nightfall. Speak with Archivist Salwa to gain access to the restricted libraries. Restricted archives. Hello, Archivist Salwa, who's apparently behind a door.
Archivist Rada sent me to fetch a book for her. The title is Nightfall. She said you'd know it.
Every page, by heart. Rada has an eye for history. And apprentices, too, it seems. Enter, and do not fail her.
Whoa.
Nightfall, Nightfall.
What? Your efforts on our behalf haven't gone unnoticed, friend. What have you got for sale? The usual junk that is not worth anything to me. Examine the Nightfall book to find a way inside the base. Understanding Astrolaria. This book is filled with technical jargon incomprehensible to anyone unfamiliar with the device. What is the device? What device? So I feel like there's some callbacks to Guild Wars 1 here that I'm not understanding. I am actually playing Guild Wars 1, but I'm a long way from Nightfall, whatever that is. I'm still in the Prophecies campaign. I actually don't even know if I'm in the right place. I don't see anything. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Here it is. I finally found the Nightfall book. The book has been heavily edited and altered with handwritten notes scribbled throughout. There's a page bookmarked. The Apocrypha challenged the great Palawa Joka to single combat, transforming itself frantically from form to form in an attempt to best the unbeaten Lich King. The word Joko is highlighted. The king played with it for a time, deriving amusement from the melee, but soon his corpsefulness grew weary of the battle, and with a snap of his fingers he felled the ancient guardian. With the Apocrypha broken at his feet, the great Palawa Joko said, "It's just like you monoliths to crack under pressure." The undead king set off to Kurna to face the deceitful Asa. Then Palawa Joka dared the demon to eat Cormier's eyes. "Do it! Dragging a blind woman through the abyss and back might actually prove a challenge!" With a scream and a slurp, the demon obeyed. "Is this the best Kurna has to challenge me? Enough of this! To Vabi!" The word is highlighted. Continue reading. "Your false god will kneel before me, Asa." His Majesty Palawa Joko gloated over the war marshal's corpse. "I shall protect the people of Elona from the nightfall you've attempted to bring upon them." The word false is highlighted. The great king then opened a rift to the realm of torment with his bare hand, and the god of secrets whimpered, "Palawa Joko was coming, and none who stand in his way live to tell the tale." The page is blank except for 3 glowing spaces. You recall the 3 glowing words in the book. Joko is false. Oh. We've teleported.
That's dramatic.
Huh. Okay. We are in something now. Hello, Recruit Asim. Hi, Commander. It's good to see you. Why are you stationed here? It's my duty to guard the way in and out of this place. Have you seen anyone suspicious come in or out? Our efforts to conceal the entrance from the restricted library have worked so far. May Cormyr keep the truth from them until we're ready to strike. Okay. Keep up the good work. I see a lot of people around here. Agent Rodina. Archivists. I'm looking for anybody familiar. Any names I recognize. Trainer Atika. Alright. First Spear Hakima.
Ahai, hero of Amnoon. I am First Spear Hakima of the Istani Sun Spears.
You know who I am?
Every Sun Spear knows who you are. And I believe we have some common interests. Joko's hold on Istan has weakened in his absence. Some of us here even dare to dream of a new era.
I left Joko rotting in a cage in the domain of the lost. Should definitely make for smoother sailing.
You would think. But the number of awakened grows. They're retaking towns we freed, including Champion's Dawn. And someone claiming to be Joko is offering rewards for the heads of his enemies. Especially yours.
So I hear. I'll tread carefully. To that end, I'm here to ask if you can get me into Faranur.
Oh. I'm afraid not. Only our leader knows the way. Spear Marshal Zaim guards that secret with his life. He rode south to retake Champion's Dawn from the Awakened. The priest there, Sazir, usually knows where he is.
Then that's where I'm headed.
Okay, Under the Stars completed. I just remembered why we were after the Sun Spears in that last dialogue. We are looking for a way into that city that she just mentioned. Faramir? No, that's somebody from Lord of the Rings. What is the name of this place we're trying to get into? Faranur. That's where we're trying to get into. Alright, let me ask you some questions while I'm standing here. Oh my goodness, there's a lot. Is there something else you would like to know? Tell me more about the Sun Spears.
The Sun Spears are an ancient order. Honorable protectors from brighter years in Alona's history. Most of my brothers and sisters were awakened and forced to serve Joko. You know them now as the Mordant Crescent. A few survived, in hiding. Recruiting to sustain the order across the generations in hopes they might one day rise against Joko. Zaim has become the Spear Marshal of these Sun Spears. We serve his vision of an Istan free from Joko's grasp.
You didn't see it, but I did a fist pump when I heard her voicing this dialogue. Tell me more about Zaim.
Zaim was trained by a Sun Spear named Ketur, until word of Istan's plight reached his ears. When Balthazar attacked the mainland, things got worse in Istan. Much worse. Istan was Zaim's home, and despite his mentor's protests, he could not sit by while it burned. Zaim vowed to bring the Sun Spears out of the shadows, to once again make them a shield for the innocent and the scourge of the corrupt. I was the first he recruited, but many would follow. Eventually, we convinced him to take the title of Spear Marshal.
Tell me about the rebellion.
Balthazar's campaign on the mainland caused ripples throughout the kingdom. Crops burned. Trade lines disrupted. Shipments to Istan that never got past Palawadan. Joko's loyalists are comprised mainly of the island's nobility, and only they are allowed to live within Palawadan, its port city. They control what comes in and what goes out. They decided food would not go out. When people objected, the Temple of Joko said those outside Palawadon's walls were disloyal and didn't deserve food. It started out as a way for the nobility to feel virtuous watching half the island starve. But it escalated. Quickly.
It escalated quickly. I really don't like it when they put modern vernacular in these things. How did the fighting start?
Isner Isles had enough, and declared their independence from the rest of Istan. By then, the temple congregation had armed themselves. The Loyalists went down there, intending to make an example of the disloyal. Zaim was prepared, though. He taught us a great deal about guerrilla tactics. The Sun Spears crushed the Loyalists, sent them running all the way to the northern shore. The awakened garrison was manned by a skeleton crew, no pun intended, thanks to your liberation of the mainland forces. Nonetheless, the Mordant Crescent sent 50 Awakened to find this famous Sunspear champion and end the rebellion. We don't know how he did it, but two facts are undisputed. Those Awakened lie dead, and Zaim lives. The people started calling him the hero of Istan. It galvanized the whole island behind him.
So what turned the tide against the Sunspears?
The Mordant Crescent and their loyalists imposed martial law, even within Palawadon itself. They started conscripting the living and awakening the dead. If you won't serve in life, you can always serve in death. Anyone suspected of aiding the Sunspears gets rounded up for re-education. With their supply lines broken, their families imprisoned, recruits getting harder and harder to find. Well, as you can imagine, things started falling apart. The Mordant Crescent would rather watch Istan burn than tolerate any commoner who shows some spine. And Zaim and his Sunspear recruits? Well, we have spines of iron.
Well, I have no other questions for now. Thanks for telling me all that. For Spear Hakima. I'm just looking at making sure I got everything. I think I got everything there. Alright, well, I think we are going to call an end to this episode. And that will be all for tonight. We finished Chapter 2. It was a very, a lot of exploration. Under the Stars was Chapter 2. A lot of exploration of the new map. We did a heart. We did some dialogue. We did a lot of backstory about the Sunspears. All for... well, we didn't really learn a lot. We didn't really advance the story much at all. We still have to get into that city, which I guess we will do next time in Champion's Dawn. Or at least we'll find the person who can let us into the city. Maybe we'll get in the city, maybe we won't. I don't know. All of which seems like a big distraction from Kralkatorrik. But, you know, whatever. Alright. That is all for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. See you later.